Hey beautiful souls, it's your girl J Arius the Aquarius, and this is like my 5th time trying to film this. I'm really tired. I'm working a double right now. I'm working to midnight, so I'm sorry if I look fugly. Whatever, we're gonna ignore that. But let's get into the spiritual concept of what an evil twin really is, okay? I have been desensitized to that term, evil twin, and I feel like a lot of us have, especially with that Little Dirk song, you know, if you do it, I do it, then evil twin, yes. So I used to like that song too. I'm not trying to be a Karen, but it is desensitizing us to that concept. But let's get into it. And then I know there's another lighthearted version of, like, you know, if someone can match your shadow, so to speak, you would be like, oh, that's your evil twin. Well, stick with me, because when you go to sleep at night, there's a silver cord that attaches you to a replica of yourself. And this is your dream body. This is how you travel different dimensions when you sleep. This is you lucid dreaming and stuff like that. A lot of times people will say, you know, oh, I just go to sleep and wake up. I don't remember nothing. Or I have nightmares, you know what I'm saying? Or I'll have these really weird scenario dreams of terrible things happening to the people I love, right? Because they're trying to lock in a narrative and keep you reliving off a loop so they can, it's loosh feeding, loosh harvesting. And why the astral realm? Because it's directly connected to your heart chakra and your higher heart chakra. You know what I'm saying? And that's where your core star is, your soul essence is. A lot of it is in your higher heart chakra and your heart chakra. So the 4D astral realm is heavily hijacked and targeted. And especially if you're on this spiritual journey, or let's say that, you know, you do have a lot of lucid dreams and stuff. A lot of you guys can attest to this. If you are not the dreamer of the dream and things are just allowing to happen, you can really get pulled into a lot of false narratives, unconsciously or consciously. That's why this concept becomes known as an evil twin. Until we reclaim our sovereignty and clear out those fields, the astral realms, clear out your heart chakra, right? Really connect to that. You can start getting more control over your dreams. You can have more lucid dreams. You can start, you know, choosing your dreams more. Do you know what I'm saying? Remembering them more, deciding where you go, doing the astral traveling that, you know, people talk about. And, you know, in the astral realm, there's a lot of great realms to tap into, and there's also a lot of not great so realms to tap into. And that's a different video for a different day. But really, I just wanted to share that, because I know I had, again, been desensitized and, you know, rocked that one song hard for a while. And then now that I actually know the spiritual concept of what an evil twin is, I'm going to try my best to not say that. Because honestly, every time I say that, it's like reclaiming that in my field, within my 4D body template, my astral realm. No. You know what I'm saying? Reclaim your sovereignty, work on your dreams. I obviously don't have a lot of content about dreams out there, but, you know, look into, like, how to become the dreamer of the dream, how to stay conscious when you're dreaming, maybe like lucid dreaming books and things like that, right? Because that's so important. Because I feel like a lot of times, you know, consent is a very tricky thing, and there's loopholes to it in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, whether you're consciously aware of it or unconsciously, you could be consenting to a lot of things, you know, with your astral body, you know, during your dream time. You know, maybe you're like, oh, I didn't physically say, yes, I want to experiencing a zombie chase my brother or something like that. Let's say you had a dream like that. But in a way, if you haven't reclaimed sovereignty over that, they still kind of have permission. So you got to be like, no one or nothing owns me. You know what I'm saying? I am in control of my divine Christic blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I am co-creating with my Christic teams, with my guardians, with the universe, however you want to say it. Because it gets messy, and that's why a lot of times, you know, people dream that they don't want to dream and stuff and things like that, but your dreams are so powerful. You know what I'm saying? And let's say, like, you're like, oh, I just dream random stuff and things like that. That's cool too, you know? Let's say you remember it. That's amazing, because a lot of people don't even remember it, you know? And it's because that, I feel like, that disconnect with your evil twin. We got to get our evil twin back online with us to be our good twin. So that was my perspective on the spiritual concept of what an evil twin is. again, like I said, not trying to be a Karen. There's still fun and lighthearted ways of saying like, oh, evil twin, things like that. But again, I still am at that crossroads obviously here right now where I'm re-saying it, but I'm like, you know, now that I'm aware that that is like basically reclaiming that, like, oh, I got an evil twin within the astral realm, that kind of makes me go woo on my dream work, right? So I hope that made sense. I hope someone out there can take something from this and this helps somebody. I love you guys. I'm gonna get off here because I'm gonna start talking in circles, and until the next transmission,